July 29th, 2025 from Phnom Penh. I'm here, Jesse McCall from Croy Young News and the news studio here. And I just want to give you an update of the current happenings right here in Cambodia, as well as regarding the conflict on the Cambodia-Thai border. First of all, I want to let you know that living here through this in Cambodia over the last many days, there is an overwhelming sense of national unity, not just with Cambodians here locally, but around the world. Cambodia's peace that Cambodia has had for the last several decades has been so cherished and protected. For those of you that may be familiar with Cambodia's tragic past, now that Cambodia has had peace for these last several decades, it has been so treasured and cherished and protected. And with incursions and aggressiveness and invasions happening, the Cambodian people have had such a national unity, and that really has been the atmosphere here over the last many days here and even the last several weeks here in Cambodia. So what's happening now? First of all, I want to let you know that there has been a lot of false and fake news reports out there. These false and fake news reports have brought a lot of confusion to people. And so it's important to understand exactly what's happening. First of all, it's important to understand that both the Cambodian army and the Thai army recognizes that there is a ceasefire in the three regions ahead of what they're calling the GBC talks. The GBC is the General Border Committee talks that are scheduled for August 4th. Both sides recognize this ceasefire. Commanders of the three regions of the border areas have agreed to an immediate ceasefire and a ban on troop movements pending the August 4th General Border Committee meeting. And the three areas that will be discussed will be three areas, what we call Region 4 in Cambodia, Region 2 in Thailand, and then also Region 2 in Cambodia, Region 1 in Thailand, and Region 3 together with the Trat Chanburi provinces. I want to bring to your attention that Lieutenant General Mali Sachita, the Undersecretary of State and spokesman for the Ministry of National Defense, has confirmed this morning that Region 4, Region 2 met for 10 minutes, exchanged greetings, agreed and verified the ceasefire, stopping the increase of troops, and also agreed that if there's any problems, they'll refer to their higher authorities for resolutions. This is good news. Cambodia is again confirming its respect for the ceasefire, and Cambodia rejects any false reports that fighting has been occurring. The Cambodian Ministry of National Defense spokesperson has made a very strong statement saying to reject any statements from Cambodia or from Thailand that there has been fighting. Mali Sachita, Her Excellency Mali Sachita, stated that the Cambodian forces have strictly implemented the orders and agreements of the ceasefire since midnight on July 28th, 2005. At the same time, like mentioned, there's been a meeting between the regions of the two countries to discuss the full implementation of the ceasefire. This is very good news. This ceasefire, as you may have heard, was reached there in Malaysia yesterday. We need to be aware of the false news, fake news reports coming out. Very dangerous, to be honest, to have these types of false news reports. We need absolute transparency as well as absolute commitment to the ceasefire from both sides. I also want to say this. Interestingly enough, wherever you stand politically, globally, interestingly enough, President of the United States, Donald Trump, has had an instrumental role that is recognized at every level of the Cambodian government as well as amongst the population here in Cambodia that President Donald Trump of the United States of America has been instrumental in these ceasefire discussions and agreements. And the president of the American Chamber of Commerce here in Cambodia, our good friend Casey Barnett, he shared this on social media earlier today. And he said, he thanks President Donald Trump for bringing a ceasefire. You have to understand, whatever your politics may be around the world, this issue here in Cambodia has been very dear and very close to every single Cambodian citizen, as well as expatriates such as myself and Casey that are living here. It has been a very concerning and even heart-wrenching situation that nobody has been looking for. And so credit where credit is due to President Donald Trump, that he was able to bring about a ceasefire within about 45 hours, just like that. And we're also hoping, just like what our friend Casey mentioned, that 300,000 refugees and millions of others of Cambodians whose livelihoods were affected, we're really hoping that now that there has been an unconditional ceasefire declared, that the situation for every single one of these individuals will begin to improve. And the president of the American Chamber of Commerce, Casey Barnett, also mentioned that he hopes that in the spirit of President Trump's offer of positive trade relations due to the peace that is going to be had here, that it would also allow for a reduction of intentions by restoring the livelihoods of the people of both countries, restoring cross-border trade without restrictions. So these are some of the things that are happening here. I encourage you to dig into the actual facts, not just hearsay. And as you know, online there can be a lot of rubbish and there can be a lot of false news statements as well. So I encourage you to dig into what's really happening here, and at the same time, for all peace-loving human beings around the world to support peace and this peacefire that Cambodia has been asking for from ASEAN, from the United Nations, and then finally with President of the United States Donald Trump's intervention, have finally been able to come together, of course, with the chair of ASEAN, Malaysia, to be able to come to this ceasefire agreement and on the pathway to peace. And this is what we're all looking forward to getting back to. Cambodia has enjoyed this type of peace for the last several decades as originally a non-Cambodian from abroad living here. Cambodia has been so peaceful and focused on just developing the country, developing the livelihood of people. And this is a very saddening and unfortunate distraction from the main goal of the government and the Cambodian people, which is we want to develop the country, we want to develop our lives, and we want to live good lives here in Cambodia. We'll keep you updated on further developments here soon. Thank you very much.
ត្រយ៉ងនាំសារពិតគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង